Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On second and 11 now. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Give them 32 on the play.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown! Dawson Knox with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray now. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Robinson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On first down, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Thomas. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Schaefer. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Schaefer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They run with Thomas. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Eckler. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament. But it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now he steps away. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Throwing is Allen on third. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And Thomas has it. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Murray. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency and relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Allen now on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
On third down, here's Eckler. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Allen going to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Second and 2. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On the ground, it's Thomas. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw again on second down. Murray. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So after the INT, it's Allen. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On first down, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray going to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now Murray's got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 59 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Thomas. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A loss of 10 yards brings up 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's got a man, complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will